Hey my wandering wanderers, today we're going to be doing a reading for the sign of Aquarius. Please note that this is an energetic reading from the perception of the astrological sign. Please note that everyone has all signs within their chart, so if you have questions about other aspects within your life, you can always check the other star signs if needed. That being said, the premise of this reading is to offer insight and awareness towards remediating this energy that needs some love. Note that the chakra deck is going to be used for energetic remediation, while the tarot deck is going to be used for insight and awareness of this energy. So pretty much I'm going to say something and resonance might dredge something up. So if you do resonate with this information, great. If you don't resonate with this information, thank you for your time. Okay? So today we'll be doing a reading. Sign of Aquarius. Dear universe, please seek a clear channel for your guidance. Please seek a clear channel for your guidance for the sign of Aquarius. Please seeking a clear channel for your guidance for the sign of Aquarius. I know. Aquarius, I know. Catching a beat on Leo. Looking for Aquarius. Right on. Aquarius. Aquarius. Everybody signed. What is it that you know about? What is it that you got going on in the second half of March, Aquarius? Why were we catching a beat on Leo? Why? Aquarian vibes. What is it that you know about in the second half of March? What is it about you just know? What is it that you don't know in the second of March? Or second half of March? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. Alright, Aquarius. So, there is an awareness of joy, especially when it comes to this perception that's being recovered. This will help you understand the awareness of this abundance when it comes to this expansion that's being articulated. This will help understand the experience of this trickery/deception, and will also help you understand the communication of what's actually vain, simultaneously speaking. By taking time to understand the communication of what is vain, this will help you recognize this experience that looks like trickery or deception. This will in turn help you recognize the communication, or will help you recognize the expansion that's being communicated when it comes to the awareness of this abundance that pertains to this perception that's being recovered, and this will help you become more aware of what this joy actually is. This is something that you know. You're just aware that there is joy here, and you understand the awareness of the abundance of this joy that's here. Simultaneously speaking, you probably understand that there's a lot of expansion, or there's a lot of communication from whatever this experience of trickery and vanity is that has really expanded, and you just know there's a whole bunch of nuggets and joy from this perception of this recovery. You just know. You probably hear a whole bunch of it, and it's just like, you know what? I know what I need to know. And I know what I'm pulling from this. And I'm going to be good because there's so much of it. I'm going to be good. Might be something good, might not be something good, but you know what you don't know. Alright, let's go ahead and get additional insights and awareness for this energy. I won't say that out loud. It's just the difference between A and B. That's what I'm going to say. Okay. What's going on the second half of March for Aquarius? Okay. Hold on. Yep. A little weird over here. Okay, so we have Knight of Cups in reverse and King of Wands, so taking time to understand the emotions that are coming through and how they are being projected in these beliefs. It's kind of understanding how it's feeling like as it's coming out. Note that there's energy surrounding surrounding understanding why we're recovering from this perception, and recognizing that there's so much of it, the awareness that there's so much of it, and why we have to recover, especially when it comes to recognizing these feelings that are coming out and how they're coming out. So far when it comes to the joy, please take the time to, or the awareness of what makes you happy, please take the time to become aware and understand the thoughts that are being articulated. You need to understand the thoughts that are being articulated, because sometimes the thoughts that are articulated might not be the emotions that are being projected. It's like you're catching emotions, but the emotions don't match the thoughts. It's like, I'm emoting blah, and it's like, well, that's kind of blah, blah, or blah. Simultaneously speaking, when it comes to understanding this perception that needs to be recovered and why there's awareness of this abundance of this stuff, there's a strong need to understand the projection of to understand how this love is being projected, but also understand this perception of compassion and how these energies are coming together. This will help you become aware of the culmination of emotions that are showing up from the perception of this love and or compassion. But this will also hopefully help you understand the perception of this lesson that needs to be learned, especially when it comes to someone articulating their own internal truth, because like there's a strong lesson that needs to be learned when it comes to understanding the perception of this truth, and this will help you recognize this perception that's being recovered and why there's a lot of awareness behind it. Because yeah, there's love here, but just how are you aware of this emotion coming together? Do you get the lesson? Do you understand the truth behind this lesson that you need to understand? Simultaneously speaking, when it comes to expansion, the expansion of this stuff and how it's being articulated, you need to understand what is it that is physically being worked on. What's physically being worked on in front of you? Are you paying attention to what's happening in front of you, or are you paying attention to the emotions that are happening? Are you paying attention to the emotions that are occurring right in front of you? Are you conscientiously aware of the thoughts that are being articulated? Do the emotions match the words? What's physically happening to you? Are you aware of what's physically being worked on? Is it something that is being communicated that's being expanded? Food for thought. Overall, there's mostly, well, it's kind of like, it's mostly, awareness energy that's out here, and communicative energy that's out here. There's a little bit of perception-based energy that's out here. So please take the time to be aware of what's being communicated and be mindful of these perceptions that are coming through. That being said, symbolism is meant to understand the energies of the situation, so if anyone takes these symbolistic statements literal or negative, do not be surprised if the evil eye shows up. Please realize it's important to experience this information and discern it for yourself. Peace be with you. Namaste. Thank you for your candor. Have a nice day.